Hello everyone, I'm Chitra and I'm here to tell you about the subject web technology and its application. Today we're gonna learn about CSS forms in web technology and HTML forms in web technology. Now firstly let us learn about CSS forms of web technology. Basically forms are a very essential part of any website. It is a way to take the user's information and process requests. With the help of form controls and form field, we can request a small as well as large amount of information such as user ID, password, billing information, job application, etc. Basic structure of forms in CSS is to take information through the form, but first we will have to learn how to create it. The syntax is given below. To add a form to a web page, we have to add form element. All the input fields and form control should be wrapped in an form element. There are lots of attributes available for the form element, but the most used or important ones are action and method. The syntax of forms in CSS. Here's the syntax and text fields and text areas in CSS forms. The text areas and text fields are used to collect the input from the users. This input information can be text, password, contact number, etc. Text fields in CSS. The text fields are used to collect information from the user. This can be created by using the input element and its attribute that describes which type of information we want to be entered by the user. Syntax of text fields in CS. Here's the thing. And text areas in CSS. The text area is used to take text-based information only. The text area field can be created by using text area element. Okay. Syntax of text area in CSS. Okay, and here is the thing and note. The input element and text area does not perform the same task. The input field is used to obtain multiple types of text such as email, phone number, but not more than a line. Now, drop down list in CSS forms. The drop down list is used when we want to provide a long list of choice to the user. The drop down list is to create by using the select and option element. The select element wraps all the menu items and each menu item is created using option element. Example, creating drop down list in CSS forms. And styling input fields in CSS forms. CSS allows us to style the input fields on their own by applying some CSS properties such as giving background color and adjusting the height and width of the input fields, providing padding and margins, etc. Example, styling into field using CSS. In this example, we have set the CSS property height to 50 px and width to 100%. Here's the syntax for drop down list in CSS forms. Okay. Here's the thing, and yeah, styling input borders in CSS forms. We can style the input borders in multiple ways by applying multiple CSS properties. We can change the border color and broadness of it according to our needs. Cool. It also allows us to change only one side of the input border or can turn the corners into rounded ones and many more. Here is the syntax and it uh, includes like width, padding, margin top, boxing size, border, border radius, okay, and inserting image icons into input fields in CSS form. We can make our inputs more stylish or attractive by putting icons images into it. We can also add icons image by applying CSS background image property and can set the positioning with the help of background positioning property. Example, inserting icon into a input field using CSS. For example, we have created a search bar and includes a search icon to it by using the background image property. Here is the syntax and it includes it also has box, border, font size, background, padding. Okay, HTML forms. Now let us learn about HTML forms, which is second topic. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is used to design web pages using a markup language. It is a combination of hypertext and markup language. HTML uses predefined tags and elements that tell the browser how to properly display the content on the screen, and form is one of it. So we learn what is exactly HTML form is, what are the elements of forms, and how we can use them. Okay. Now what is HTML form? Form is a HTML element to collect input data with containing interactive controls. It provides facility to input text, number, values, email, password, and control fields such as checkbox, radio buttons, submit buttons, etc. A form is a container that contains into an input elements like text, email, number, radio buttons, checkbox, submit buttons, etc. Forms are generally used when you want to collect data from the user. For example, a user wants to buy a bag in online. So she or he has to first enter their shipping address in the address form and then add their payment details in the payment form to place an order. Okay. Forms are created by placing input fields with paragraph or pre-formatted text, lists and tables. This gives considerable flexibility in designing the layout of forms. Syntax. Form elements. These are the following HTML form elements: label, input, button, select, text area, field set, legend, data list, output, option, opt group. Text in HTML form. In an HTML form, we use the input tag by assigning type attribute value to text to input single line input. To define type attribute, see the below syntax. Yeah, here is the syntax. Shorthand. Shorthand. Okay, fine. Yeah. A password in an HTML form, we can change type value text to password to get the input password. Here is the syntax for password in an HTML forms. Yeah. Thank you.